Yeah, how you gonna start out?
What up, y'all? It's your girl Shay Smith, and we are back with Deck Talk. I told you James Watts, he'll be here on the next one, and the rest of them he'll be here. So, like, subscribe, and share to the YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, share it on Facebook, Instagram. If you got Twitter, Tumblr, share it. And right now we are in ATL. Let me tell you, I love it here. I literally love it here. The support, the love, it's great.
It's a lot different than what we usually used to, but the vibe is great. The people, it's just like you see so much about people, and it just makes you feel like this is what we need, where we at, where we live. But
I see why a lot of people want to move from where we at to here.
And where we at is actually Louisville, Kentucky. And like I said at the beginning, we're in an ATL. What they say?
They never sleep.
A's down, something like that. Yeah.
This city never sleeps. Now the traffic's horrible. I'm talking about it's horrible. It's the worst.
I wouldn't really say it's horrible. It's just like everybody.
They do like bumper to bumper, like they drive, like basically, like you on a track, like you racing. It's like they.
Me personally, I
think
everybody's just in a rush to get to where they're going. I feel like there's not enough time in the day, so it's like everybody's trying to get to where they're going, you know. And it's like all day, it's rush hour, and there's something different for us, because you know we. Rush
hour. The local traffic, and rush hour is like at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
It ends, I mean,
and then after that,
an hour and a half.
Yeah.
This up in the ATL
all day. All night.
Yeah, but and you know, like I said, it's everybody's in a rush to get to where they at. It seems like to me. But other than that, it's a beautiful, beautiful city.
And like I said, Deck Talk, it can be anywhere. So it's in ATL.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about, and I think this is a topic that I wanted to bring up, because ATL is basically what they say it is. And I think the good thing about it, and it's not saying that it's bad or good, it's more of, I really didn't notice a lot of white folks.
I didn't either.
And you know, I'm saying, like every corner we turn, we seen our people. It's like a.
But the club we went to, it was a mixed crowd, and that's what I like. I love a mixed crowd.
Yeah. What they call that on Black Panther, that city where the Africans lived at. This kind of Wakanda, something like that. This Atlanta reminds me of that.
Wakanda.
You know, everybody's trying to be successful and show who they are.
Everybody has something going on here, and that's what I like and what I love. Everybody's doing something. You don't find nobody over here doing nothing. If they got that, I didn't see it, I don't see it, and I don't never hear about it, but everybody has their hands on something. And again, I love the support. The support is amazing.
It seems like, to me,
I wish we had that in Louisville.
Everybody's like a hustler. And I see some stuff today, and what I don't see at home, and you know, I guess the people that live in Atlanta, it's just normal to them. We've seen a lot of kids not getting in trouble, but
they were selling bottles of water.
You know, something as simple as that.
They was walking up to the cars, and you know, they're actually doing something.
You know, and you know, thinking back and going, and not putting our city down, because Louisville is Louisville, Atlanta's Atlanta, but we can't never try to compare one or the other. But I think the good thing about that, like I said, the kids was doing something what people in Atlanta would call positive, because they're not getting in trouble. But I feel like if we was in Louisville, people would just ride past them kids.
They'll bypass them real quick.
Like they're not there. I mean, I be honest, I rode past some positive stuff where kids might be trying to sell some candy or something in the streets of Louisville, but at the same time, and vice versa. And the crazy thing about this is that they be in groups. You will have
Yeah, it's not just one. They got a group of them running up on the car.
you have
trying
about
to sell this water.
10 people with Gatorades, waters. You know what I'm saying? It's something different than what we're used to seeing. Even with the club atmosphere, everybody was respectful. You know, bad being
Wasn't all
so
that
packed.
crazy stuff, wasn't no fighting, no nothing. Everybody was
somebody
just having fun.
Yeah, if somebody stepped on your foot or your toes or something like that, they'll say excuse me. You know, just basic stuff like that. People, it seems like they respected one another. Not saying we don't get that in our city, but you know, when we go to places like our city, we see kind of like the same people. You know, 1 hour we say we over this spot, then the next hour we at this spot and we see the same people. So it's
Right.
like nobody's meeting and greeting. It's more we already know who people are. Where the difference in when we went to the club scene here, we was meeting people and you know people was just mingling together. You know, getting along, no fights, no
Yeah,
nothing.
like a guy, he stopped us and was talking about, just out of nowhere, he started talking about his wife. He said, I'm going to be in trouble when I get home. He said, she's mad because I went out with the guys, and he was telling me, he said, don't be mad when you get home. He said, I was just out having fun with the guys. He said, she's getting ready, when she was going to tear up his car.
Yeah, so this is his words was, he has a $1 million car and she got a minivan.
So she was getting ready to tear it up. He hollering, I'm going to just take a minivan.
Yeah. So like I said, it's a good vibe being in Atlanta. You know, seeing our people, you know, succeed. You know, it's like, and you know, like I said, I never put Louisville down, but it seemed like anything that's happening in Louisville, there'll be this race of person in front of where we seem like we trying to get back past them to get where we getting at. Versus here, everybody is on the same level to where it's like, you know, we're gonna do this together, we're gonna support one another, and I think that's a good thing about being here. And then I really found out by being here these last few days, because there's been times we come to Atlanta, but we didn't mingle like we did it, that everybody, I see why people want to come here. It's like home.
Yeah.
You know, you're comfortable in your own skin.
And that's the type of support we need in Louisville, which I doubt it if it ever happens.
I believe it'll happen. I believe it'll happen.
It'll be a while.
I just hope everybody.
There have to be more people willing to support each other and do that versus you got this one person over here that's willing to support everybody, or you got a sprinkle of people over here that's willing to support everybody. It has to be as a whole, like a group.
And you know, with everything that's happening in society, and what's so crazy is by us always at home. We've been seeing a lot of protesting and stuff like that. Down here, we did not see not one protest.
Nobody.
I did not see not one Black Lives Matter sign out here because it seemed like they got it in their head that Black Lives Matter already. So it's like it's not we trying to make a point across here. We got. I feel like Atlanta feel like we got it together here. But not to say, I mean, crooked things happen everywhere, but at the same time, you know, that wasn't their focus. Seeing here after coming from home and seeing what was going on at home, and you know, that it made us feel a lot comfortable in the places we chose to go. You know, I just felt that honestly, I felt at home, and I think anybody that travels here feel that way
at home.
too.
They feel comfortable. We can relax here.
Yeah.
You know. And like I said, everybody's doing something, whether they are doing it as one individual, but they got people over here that support them, or whether it's a couple, you know, over here and they got people supporting them, which goes into the topic that we are talking about, which is couples working together.
Yeah.
How do you all feel about working with your spouse?
You know what? I just want to mention this before we go into that topic. Just one more thing about how things are here. Where we come from in Louisville, you will see Black businesses, and what's so different is with the Black businesses that's in Louisville, they be in the Black neighborhood.
Everywhere.
Where here, we seen black businesses in
Everywhere.
this neighborhood, that
It's
neighborhood.
everywhere. It's all over. It's
No,
not just
yeah.
in one neighborhood.
And you go to you can't label Atlanta as in like this is the good neighborhood, this is the bad neighborhood, this is the hood, this is that. It's like you said, you see a lot of the businesses on the beautiful places and downtown and the suburbs. You see black businesses there. They're like I've never in Louisville, and I'm not comparing, I've never seen a black business in out St. Matthews. I've never seen a black business out Prospect.
If it's there, you ain't heard about it, but we haven't heard about it.
Yeah. To the point where it almost makes you feel like, yeah, if you have a black business in Prospect, our people are willing to travel to go out there to where we're here. We see in beautiful neighborhoods or whatever it may be, if it's in the hood or whatever, you see people willing to go. And that's why I think why people are so quick to get to these places. They travel distance to get to where they support one another.
Yeah.
This is my opinion, and what I've seen. I can't speak for everybody, but like you said about going to the subject about working with
your spouse. How do you all feel about that? Me personally, I love it. If it's two people together and they love and enjoy the same thing, I mean, how could you not love it? I find enjoyment in it, and it gives you time to spend together. You get that time in versus trying to make time for each other. Not saying that you shouldn't spend time doing other things outside of working together, because you should. You have like date nights and things like that, but actually working together.
With my opinion, speaking from experience, because we work together on almost everything we do, I think the good thing about it is we like and love some of the same things.
Yeah.
Most relationships, and you really can't find where everybody got their own thing going on.
And you hardly ever find couples where it's two people that love and enjoy the same thing. And I think that it helps with having a long-lasting, healthy relationship. Because if you got two people together and, say if we didn't like the same thing, and I'm over here doing this and you over there doing that, we'll have to find the time to come together and meet in the middle.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it takes away from the time that we would have spent together.
Yeah.
You get 24 hours in a day, so you spend your hours over here doing this, I spend mine over here doing that, and then you got a couple hours left to meet in the middle.
I think it's easy for us in a lot of ways, because we do like a lot of things we do the same. But it's like, it's a balance to where, just say if, like we do, we work together, do filming together, and everything else we got together. So at that time when we're doing that, then when we do go home, it balances out where now it's us and the kids.
Yeah. And then sometimes the kids join us in what we do.
Yeah.
Whether it be filming or working with the cleaning company. The only thing that I do outside of us is go to the regular job, which really doesn't take away from nothing that we already doing anyway.
Yeah, because like even when you are at your job, you still working your business, so it's like I'm getting calls or messages or
I'm making appointments from there and then putting it on the calendar to schedule it, and then you out doing the jobs, and then I call you to let you know, okay, well, we got this tomorrow, or somebody needs this done now, or do you think we can squeeze all this in one day on that Thursday, on that Monday, or should we give them a different day, things like that. And then as far as filming, we put that in our schedule as well.
I think at first it was hard to do.
To balance
because, our business is our business, and our filming is just what our likes and what we love doing, but at the same time,
and we enjoy doing it.
We I think we put the business before a lot of different things, because that's our bread and butter, how we eat and how we survive and take care of
So we had to step back from filming for a while, a long while.
At least until we got the business up and going the way we wanted to. Now,
truthfully, we had to step away from it for a whole year because the business has been
Just
going
took off,
for a year now. This month it's been a year, August. So, you know, now we done got back into it. Not saying that we forgot about it, but we had to focus on that to get the name and the company out there and get the ball rolling. We had to shift our focus that way. And now that we've done that, we don't have to push so hard to advertise the business. It's made its mark and it's doing it for itself. Not saying that we don't, because we still do, just not as much. So we're able to get back into filming, which is what we love and enjoy. And in between that time, we moved into a house and did a whole 360 on that house. And that's where Deck Talk came from, because we actually built the deck. Well, he did a lot of work because he gets up early, 6:30 in the morning. I'm not a morning person, not happening. He gotta drag me out of the bed. But by the time I got up, he done already got a lot of it done and started. And then I'll come and join him and help him. Or either the kids might be already out there helping him, or either they'll get up and start helping. So you can say it was a family project, which is also a great thing and something that we love to do. And I like to build and I like to tear stuff down, but I didn't know how to build a deck until he showed me. So
I think it's more of a balance of what we need and have to do daily. I mean, everybody is not us and we're not everybody, but at the same time, it's like, how can we fit what we got going to move forward? And we coming into a relationship and love the same thing. It makes it easy, but you know, like I said, everybody don't have that. But at the same time, you know, speaking from experience, it makes it easy for us. That's our agenda. That's how we do. Yours might be different, you know, and we're not trying to pressure. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to do.
We're not trying to give y'all no advice. We're just telling y'all what works for us and asking how do y'all feel about couples working together.
Yeah. Now, I can understand if you're not in that position to even work with the person that you love or you want to be with. You know, that question may make you think like, damn, I would love to be that way. Or it might make you not want to spend that much time with one another. I think what's the separation with us is that we love doing the same thing.
Like, even with traveling, we both love to travel. So who better to travel with? Somebody that you're in a relationship with. You know,
and I'm sure people that's watching this probably thinking in their head or wonder, do y'all ever get tired of each other? You know, honestly, and I'm not just saying this because she sit next to me, I don't get tired of her because it's something brand new every day. Right. It's something, we're like with our business, we're not going to the same jobs every day or seeing the same people. But some people, you know, we do monthly, whatever it may be. But at the same time, it's like, it's brand new to me every day because I'm happy that I'm working with somebody I love and care about, so it makes it easy. You know, we never ride to these projects, appointments that we have, sad face. We looking to get the job done so we can get to the next thing.
And a lot of people that homes and stuff we go to, they be happy to see that we're a couple and that we're doing this together.
You know, and you can tell by the reaction people give you when you walk into their home.
Yeah.
They basically ask, first thing they ask, how long y'all's company been going? And we, off top, we never said that we're owners. We never say that
at all.
That we even together. But they can see it in us because how we approach them and how we handle. I might be thinking something and not say it, and she might say it. And the reaction that I give that she's already handled that situation or talked about or presented herself or our business to our customers, they can see the reaction from me that, okay, they together. So, even just sitting here talking about this subject itself, we're not bragging, we're not saying we're better than nobody else. We just want to know how you guys feel about working with a spouse or somebody.
Or would you work with your
yeah.
spouse?
Do you think your days will go shorter or longer?
I think it makes my time, for me, it makes my time go by a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Knowing that we're actually together and doing something together versus, oh my God, I can't wait to get this day over with so I can get back home. I think that's a lot better for me. Speaking for me, I'm not speaking for y'all, I'm just speaking for myself.
I mean, yeah, and like at the end of the day, what works for us might not work for somebody else, and vice versa. I've always heard that some people like to have time away to where when they do come together, it feels even better. Time to miss somebody. I think we got so used to it. It's just not. It's not a problem for us. We have our times where she might be at the other job, but at the same time, almost at the end of the day, when I know she's about to get off work, it's like I can't wait to be, because we're so used to being. So that subject alone, everybody have their own ways they do things or their opinions about how whatever that subject may be, but it works for us. At the end of the day, it works for us. Not trying to pressure somebody else into doing that, or or take away from what we're doing or what you all are doing, but it works for us.
And a lot of times, I will say this, he calms me a lot. And what I mean by that is something so small can probably tick me off, and I can be a ticking time bomb, turn into the Tasmanian devil, but he's right there.
I'm glad you said it, because for people that know us and for you ones that don't, in this relationship, I think that I might be the more calm one, but it takes a lot for me to react on certain things. Like I want peace within things. And she
I
would
want
say
peace too, but at the same time,
she would jump before I would.
Yeah.
And I think that I believe that's like that with a lot of relationships too, because my parents, my mom would push my dad out the way, and so she get her 2 cents if it's an altercation or whatever it may be. It's like they quit to jump in front. And I think that's just how some women are. Being, growing up and seeing that, but at the same time, women are protectors. So it's like she's protecting us. So I let that, I don't really get in the way of that, because it's like, I've seen situations where men will try to calm lay down, but she gets even get rowdy even more because he's trying to stop her from defending them. But in our line of work, we haven't had that type of problem, but it's been good. Everything's been good with what we got going on and what we're trying to pursue and accomplish. That was a commercial break right there.
So that's it for Deck Talk Story Time, and we'll catch you on the next one. Have a fantastic day.